is a story that happened in an African country called the Republic of Zamanga. In this country, there was a very eloquent president who ruled for more than 37 years.
Okay.
Very powerful leader. When he spoke, people listened to him.
Mm-hmm.
But what he did is, and what I was considering very shameful and very disheartening, is that all the laboring he did was for nothing.
Okay.
Because in light of the bastard teaching we were preaching a few weeks ago, we discovered that after this man's wife was sick, he entered into a relationship with a secretary who was married. Less than a year after this secretary got a job at the prime minister or the president's office.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were looking at this man, and we discovered that because of him, this woman started to fight with her husband until they separated. So when they separated, the man being an army officer, this president had to send him out of the country because he was ashamed to marry a man's wife when the man is still in the country.
Okay.
So he sends the man to China, to the Zimbabwe, the country's embassy in China, as a military attaché there. But the woman already had a son with this soldier. So the president offered that he will raise that son. He was willing to raise the child of this man because he wanted to take his wife. So the first child was born between this woman and the president. The child is a woman, is a girl. The second child is a boy. The third child is a boy. 4 years after the last boy was born, the woman finalized a divorce with her first husband, who is posted in China and not allowed to come home because the president doesn't want to be seen as a wife snatcher. And so I was discovering that according to the standards of the Bible, this man died childless. Because you are not allowed to have children with another man's wife. Since the divorce was finalized many years after their 3 children were born, and since the woman was married when their relationships started with the president, that means all these 3 children are bastards. And we were wondering why the children don't behave well. We got the answer: they are bastards. The last born is a drug addict. He almost killed someone in a foreign country and spent more than 4 weeks in prison. A son of a retired president imprisoned in another country. That is embarrassing. And I was speaking to someone and I was saying, people take these things lightly. How do you expect ordinary citizens of that country to be respected in that foreign country if the crown, the prince of your country, is a criminal facing attempted murder charges? Attempted murder. Barely 3 months before, he had broken bones of farm workers at his father's farm. in that country because he accused them of having allowed illegal gold miners to come into the farm. And he beat others. They broke their bones. They had to go for surgery. And being a corrupt country, he wasn't held accountable. So the boys are unruly. The other one was caught with the weed, which he was in possession of. The other one could not stay with her husband. So these are a bunch of bastards who were born to a very eloquent man who failed the most basic thing to find a woman for himself. He was literally a wife snatcher. And I was wondering, because I had to go into the library of the internet to look for his wedding with this woman. Okay. It was a grand wedding. Pastor, presidents from other countries traveled to celebrate a wedding between a president and a woman he stole from his servant. Because when you are a president, a soldier is your child. Kubira mwana mukadzi, woita muchato nemukadzi wemwana wako. Because kana uri president, musoja wese mwana wako. Zvino kana vakadzi vedu vasiri safe maoko mapresident, ari safe ndiani? Then one thought came into me. And I said, but I did Osibisa a few months ago. There is another man who is saying he's a son to this president. His mother went to war and he had an affair with the president during the liberation struggle in Mozambique. So if these three are bastards, at least he has a son to carry his legacy along. And then I realized that the woman was also a married woman before she went to war. So the man again had a child with another man's wife. And what we are asking today is, what moral grounds did this woman stand on when she questioned the integrity of the character of the vice president during the madness days, the stop it days? A woman who ran away from her husband to become the wife of a president. What right did she have to talk about morality, saying the vice president is this or that? Munhu akatiza murume achitevera power. So I have questions to this matter. The first question is, kutorowa kakwezita remurume uyu, because hana mwana murume uyu. He never had a legitimate wife his entire life. He always dated married women. And married women don't give you children. They give you bastards, illegitimate children that are uncontrollable. The recent South Africa case is evidence of what I talked to you a few weeks ago. I said one of the characteristics of bastards is they are immune to discipline. They are allergic to discipline. They are bastards, cursed children. They are coming from a cursed womb. That marriage should never have happened. At the very best, she should have been a mistress to the president. With all the people, all the women in our country, the men could not find a virgin. Is it beauty? Was there a beauty contest to check if the woman was the most beautiful woman in the land? So all the work that this man has done will die, will go for nothing. He left no legacy because he doesn't have a legitimate son. All his children are bastards. But this is a question I want to ask. The second question is, how much do our politicians understand about power? Do they really know what power means and what power entails? What are the responsibilities that come with the power? Because when you are a president, you can literally marry as many wives as you want.
Yes.
You can marry the best woman in the country. But
zvinorwadza zvinosirisa mhuri yezimbabwe ndizvo zviri kuitika munyika medu. Isusu sezinews media tiripo pakutsvagira nyaya, tinouya nenyaya semaonera tinenge tadziita, hatina chatinowedzera kana kutapudza. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, comment and share. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell kuitira next time patino upload a video unoita wekutanga kusangana naro. Thank you so much for watching our video. For that, I am signing out.